Sitting in the allotment that surrounds his West London studio, artist Samir Malik lets his creativity flow in the form of Islamic calligraphy. His expression is an evolving process of experimentation, working with different colours, shapes and mediums to striking effect. Samir draws on his Islamic heritage and the Quran for ideas and inspiration, exploring the concepts of compassion, peace, love and mercy, and reviving the spirit of classical art in a more contemporary form. For the artist, who was born in Nairobi but has lived in Europe, Damascus and Jerusalem, his work is a reflection of his own personal life journey.
When I was young, a wonderful imam in the mosque told me that in Islam we have a duty to find out our own truth, that we have a duty to ask questions, to be curious, to seek out our own relationship to spirit, to God. And that inspired me to travel the world, to live in different places, to try out or just explore different faiths as well. And that whole journey, because I realised in that journey that the journey I have, I thought I was different, but I realised that we're all the same. That the questions I had, the longing I had to find my place in the world, in the universe, and my relationship to God or spirit or whatever we choose to call it, is something totally universal.
Nowadays, Samir devotes all of his time to his art, but this was not always the case. A budding artist from the age of 6, his father persuaded him to follow a more conventional profession, leading him to embark on a career in osteopathic medicine. But while living and practicing in Germany, his passion for his art was reignited.
The whole time I was there, I was painting on the side, meeting up with artists, learning new techniques, teaching a little bit, having small private exhibitions. And after 10 years living in Germany, I decided to leave osteopathy behind and just see if I can focus on art for a couple of years and see what happens. And so I moved to Damascus in Syria, went to university, studied calligraphy at the university, and just loved it. So I used to spend 8 hours a day with my inks and my pens, just practicing, trying to create beautiful pieces of art. And I've been doing so ever since.
Samir has expressed the desire for his work to be a doorway into exploring our spirituality that will appeal to Muslims and non-Muslims alike. He combines traditional calligraphy techniques with his own contemporary ideas, often painting without form in a dynamic and spontaneous way.
Calligraphy for me is trying to make the word beautiful. The word is something that is the most powerful thing we have many times, because through our word we get to show who we are and be related to the world. And so try and highlight how we are related to the world through calligraphy also lends itself to trying to express that without writing things down. So I have been exploring how to do calligraphy per se without writing things down, so express ideas or how we communicate without using words, which is proving quite challenging but also very exciting.
Commissions stretch across private and corporate clients, including most notably Lloyds TSB Bank, the Muslim Council of Britain and St Mary's Hospital in London. Here on the walls of the Peace and Prayer Room, his art invokes a sense of calm and hope. Having worked in medicine for 10 years, he believes art can be used to heal, and everyone can find themselves somewhere in his pictures. A reasoning aptly illustrated by this work, The Journey of the Return to Self.
Well, the questions asked while creating my work is, what do we need to heal? How can we heal? So how can I use art to heal? So I took my artwork along just to show them if they were interested in working with me. And I showed the curator, and I was told that my work would be perfect for the Peace Room. And Peace Room is where a space in the hospital where one can go and just find peace regardless of what's happening, because sometimes people are very sick or people are very distraught or kind of have lots of pain in their hearts. So it's like a sanctuary. So they commissioned me to create a piece of art that would bring people back to the middle, give them strength, and bring peace into their hearts and into their being when they went into that room.
Reaching out to his local community through workshops and teaching is an important part of Samir's work. His latest exhibition is based at a small community gallery in Brentford, West London, introducing the mainstream to Islamic art. Local people will be invited to view his work and even have a go themselves at one of 24 workshops he will be hosting.
So, this is the piece I was talking about.
On show will be a number of works demonstrating Samir's interpretation of calligraphy. He has experimented with acrylic inks to create different textures and intriguing colourways.
Gold and copper, you've done absolutely.
The gallery here is a community gallery, so it's for local artists and local viewers, really, local people to come and have a look. And it's also a workshop space. And Samir's work does have that community feeling. A lot of it's about love and life, and it's got that purity, and it's for the people. I feel his work's accessible.
As well as creating one-off originals on paper and canvas, Samir hopes to increase his presence in the fine art arena by printing his latest collection. The high-quality prints will be reasonably priced to allow everyone the opportunity to hang some of his art in their home.
I think his work's a good introduction to Islamic art for your man on the street, your layman who's never seen Islamic art before. I think it's quite a nice first step because it's not too complicated. I think he can see what a simple word would look like without all the rest of the tile detail or what you'd normally find with classic Islamic art. I think this is a nice contemporary, simplistic interpretation, really.
Samir has a passion for teaching and sharing his skills with others of all ages, backgrounds and religions. At Wheelstone Youth Centre in Harrow, he has been working with young people as part of a community outreach programme, introducing students to calligraphy over a summer-long course. Art has been a fundamental way of engaging with young people in the community and helping them learn new ways to express themselves.
We are trying to use art as an avenue for them to release the frustration, the stress, or even learn something new that they can bring forward in their life, and how they can move using art, like different medias, calligraphy, drawing, painting. Samir has been a very good artist, and the way he's teaching is very interactive. There's not a very structured in the sense of academia, but very structured in how things progress within the whole work. And I felt that the reaction that the children are learning from it is big. I mean, they're learning a lot of new things, learning how to hold the calligraphic pens and so forth.
Students start at the very beginning, learning to draw their first dots before embarking on full words in different mediums. Allowing students to express themselves is what makes Samir a natural teacher and gives him the passion to continue.
I learned a lot, and it's really good even if you're not into art, and it's really good just to do it anyway, because and even if you are into art, it's just really good because then you can explore your skills and develop it in your portfolio, and just at least you're doing something for the summer. You're not just just lazing about. You're doing something productive.
As long as the student's having fun, they learn very fast. So within the first week, within the first 2 hours, I'd say, the first 2 hours very dry, very kind of learning the basics, learning how to hold the pen, and once that's out of the way, and I just get all the colours out and everything, and then we just have fun. I think it's a great way to show one aspect of Islamic faith, because it is a deep part of the Islamic faith, or our worship in Islam is is expressed in the art. And when people get to experience that, it opens them up to another aspect, or it deepens the understanding, builds bridges, I found, which is a beautiful thing.
With Samir as their mentor, some of the students are already following in his footsteps, producing their own unique interpretation of Islamic art. He views being an artist in tumultuous times as an opportunity to represent Islam to the curious masses. Samir will continue exploring calligraphy in a contemporary form to create work that transcends boundaries and touches and inspires others.